This is the last three books I read. I'm going to start with the first book. The first book is The Lies of Locke, Lamora by Scott Lynch. This book has many video reviews where people profess their undying adoration for this book. My review will probably make some of those people upset, but I found the book good, just not great. There's nothing per se wrong with the book. It's a fun romp, but for me, it had a lot of the same fantasy ideas I've read over the years. Now, to be fair, I've been reading fantasy and sci-fi since the 1970s, and I cut my teeth on things like The Chronicles of Amber by Zelensky and Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula Le Guin. So a few of the fantasy tropes, they're really not new to me. I did enjoy the book and guessed a few things and was surprised by a few things, which was fun. Maybe there was a little too much time describing people's clothing or deep dives into mystic rituals within religious orders. I know some people love that stuff, but it's not my favorite thing to trudge through to get back to the plot. It's worth reading, but personally, I don't get the love fest around this book. All right, second book was The Splinter in the Sky by Kemi Ashing-Giwa. Now this book takes place in the sci-fi future where we have space travel and also like a courtly behavior like Game of Thrones kinda. The protagonist is pulled into this court intrigue with her own agenda and she's trying to make things right like all good protagonists do. I really enjoyed this book, but there were times I just had to accept that there were existing floating cities in the sky at the same time as the monarch could wander around without any security. The author doesn't try to dive into why things work the way they work. They simply tell you what happens. This is the author's first novel, and I'm really looking forward to what's next from her. Definitely worth reading. The third book is Optimal by J.M. Berger. This book popped up into my recommended list on Amazon, so I gave it a try. The story is another future dystopia utopia thing where we're plopped down, where a kind of social media algorithm is driving almost every aspect of an individual's life. Our protagonist slowly gets pulled into wanting to see what's outside the optimal choice. I won't spoil it anymore here, but it's a quick, fun read, makes you think a little bit more about the recommendations you see on everything these days, and it surrounds us. Also, it's going to make you think about what people argue about in today's social media. Now, the author normally writes about intense subjects like terrorism, extremism, but I hope they get a chance to write more of this kind of cyberpunky novel like this. Hopefully these reviews are enjoyable. Have a good day.